Know you later. Blooming Gary, whatever he's called, whatever you choose to call him, bum face. Oh, your mic's on.
Hello, hello, limb buddies and lurkers alike. Yeah, we are setting up today for a Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke. Something I've been looking forward to doing for a little while now. Now, Pokemon is my passion. Absolutely love Pokemon. I've been playing it since it came out. And today we're doing a Nuzlocke on Pokemon Blue. So we're returning to Kanto. Pokemon Blue was actually the first Pokemon game I ever owned. The first game I played was Pokemon Red, which was borrowed from a friend, and then I was gifted Pokemon Blue by someone when I was a little nipper. So today we're going to have a little work through the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke. We'll be going until 1 p.m. It's just a few hours this time. So let's have a look at getting us onto the game screen. There we go. And you'll have to let me know how the sound's coming through for the game, whether it's too loud or anything. Let's close that down for now. So hopefully that's sounding okay. Might have a little jiggle around with the position of the camera and everything, just to make sure we can still see everything when we're in the main game. A little bit lower, no problem. Okay, so hopefully that is okay. In fact, I might just drag that down a little bit further. Okay. So back to a classic, Pokemon Blue. Really, really excited to get going on this one. And so I'm wearing my Kanto badge hoodie. Throttling myself with it. So got all the Kanto badges, which is what we are aiming for. Fabulous, perfect volume.
That's not the first Kanto hoodie you've had. That's the second one.
It is the second Kanto hoodie I have, because the first one got unfortunately a little bit damaged. Got a hole in the sleeve.
You wore it so much.
Yeah.
You loved it so much.
Yeah, so then got it replaced with another one. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a little quick mention of the rules. So a Pokemon Nuzlocke is essentially where you run through one of the Pokemon games, but you have some special rules implemented as well, just to make it a little bit harder. So, number one, I can only catch the first Pokemon I encounter in each area. I encounter something, if I knock it out, that's it. My opportunity to catch something in that area has gone. Other than that, if any of my Pokemon faint, that will be essentially, if my Pokemon faint, that's it. They can't be used again. They are essentially counted as dead rather than fainted. So when that happens, I will have to remove that Pokemon from my party. I will make a box in the PC to place them in. So at least we can keep it. We can have a look at them. All the essentially everything that's been part of the team come the end. What else is there? Oh yeah, every single one of the Pokemon that we catch will have to be nicknamed. And so if anyone has any suggestions in chat for nicknames, feel free to let us know. And I'll the best names will be used for the nicknames. And I think that's about it. There is one other rule that I implement myself, which isn't common in all Nuzlockes. But that rule is that once my team reaches a set of 6, a full 6, I will not swap Pokemon in and out from the box. If something faints, then I can select something from the box. But other than that, it has to. The team will be essentially the first 6 things I catch until something faints. Is there anything else?
No duplicates?
Oh yeah, no duplicates. So the dupe clause means that if I encounter something that I've already caught, even if it's fainted, I can't catch another one of the same species. So say for example I catch a Weedle. If I encounter another Weedle in a different area, I cannot catch the second Weedle. I also wouldn't be able to catch a Kakuna or a Beedrill, because they're all from the same family. So that limits it down as well. But yeah, let's get into it and see exactly how we do. Now thankfully I've already set this up on a controller, so I don't need the keyboard and mouse at this point. Let's get ourselves in. There's Professor Oak, looking very aged there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. There's your Nidorino. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Now this is something I've always found quite interesting. So Red and Blue, the 2 original versions, or at least the 2 original versions that came across to the West. Originally the first 2 versions were Green and Red. Red is the main game, because you play as Red or Ash, whereas in Blue you play as Blue/Gary. It doesn't change anything at all. The story still stays exactly the same as you are the protagonist, but it just sets you up automatically with the Gary name. Something I always found really interesting is where those names came from. So Ash and Gary they're actually based off of the creator of Pokemon. So the guy who created Pokemon was a guy called Satoshi Tajiri. And Satoshi, he tried for ages and ages and ages to try and get Pokemon made as a game, and it kept getting rejected, until one day a chap at Nintendo had a look at the game, thought it was brilliant, and decided to give it a go. Well, this guy is actually quite famous as well. His name is Shigeru Miyamoto, and Shigeru Miyamoto is the guy behind Mario. So he's really, really high up in Nintendo. What Satoshi Tajiri did was he named the protagonist Satoshi and the antagonist Shigeru. What's interesting about that is Satoshi, if you shrink it down, you've got Osh in the middle, and Osh became Ash. And Shigeru, if you take the Shi off the start, you're just left with Geru, hence Gary. So the rival in the first Pokemon games is actually named after the guy who created Mario. Little fact for you. So I'll pop my name in here. We'll go for Limbo, as I'm certain Limbo Lewis won't fit. Then we'll go across the end. Right, so your name is Limbo. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What's his name again? And here you go, so we can see we've got Red and Ash as the options there, as well as Jack. But this could be our first good option. What name shall we call our rival? Any recommendations in chat? Hello, Duck. Nice to see you popping in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so let's have some suggestions in chat for the name of our rival. Buttface.
You don't have to call him Buttface if you don't want to.
No, I'm happy with Buttface. If it'll fit B-U-T-T.
You should do.
No, it's not going to fit.
What about Bumface?
Bumface will. So there we go. B-U-M-F-A. Well, we've also got Jack as an option, and Jack was one of the main options.
What about Bumjack?
Bumjack. Yeah, let's mix the two up. So Bum Jack. Okay, over there. That's right, I remember. His name is Bumjack. Bumjack Oak. Limbo, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! And here we are in our little house. What a fabulous bedroom this is. Got a bed, got a TV, and got a SNES. Classic. And then up in the top left corner we've got our PC. Oh, hey Jojo, hope you're okay. I'm gonna say you've just joined us at the right time because we're just about to start Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke. Limbo turn on the PC. Now this is the best thing to do straight away in any of the Pokemon games. Always check the PC in your room. Withdraw item because there's a potion hidden in there. And as this is a Nuzlocke, that is going to be useful. Oh, Duck, that is bad times. I hope you didn't burn yourself. Okay, so let's. So this is our downstairs. This is the single room. We don't have a kitchen or a bathroom, nor does our mum have a bedroom. But that's okay. So let's have a chat with old Mother Dearest. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. Ah, good parenting there. Get all your parenting advice from the idiot box. However, this is a nice little Easter egg. If you speak to the TV in your parents' room, in your own house, there's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. Now that's actually a reference to a film. It's the Stephen King film.
Stand By Me?
Stand By Me, exactly. Which is of course all about essentially some kids going on a little adventure, experience things that really they probably shouldn't do. And as a 10-year-old in this game, being sent out to battle crazy creatures probably is a little bit unacceptable. Okay, so they said Professor Oak next door. Now they don't actually mean next door, they mean down here. This is Professor Oak's lab. Now I'll go in, but I know for a fact that Oak isn't in here. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide as well. Oh, these are well trained. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Lovely. And here we have Bumjack. Yo, Limbo! Gramps isn't around. Yeah, I can tell that, mate. I'm not blind. So we'll head back out. Oh, thanks, Xena, popping the rules up. What I will probably do as well is look at getting the rules somewhere in the next break. In fact, on that note, let me just redo the old counter here at the top real quick like, just so we can see it. We want the text color to be this one. And I want a outline, and the outline color we would like to be that color.
Actually, do you know what would be useful if we set up a command for next time? So that you can just exclamation point Nuzlocke and then it will bring up all of your rules.
Yeah, that is a very good idea.
I'll write that down.
Okay. Oh, unfortunately, now I don't normally stream at this time of day, and unfortunately it's at a point when the sun is streaming through our window. So you might see me squinting a little bit like this. It's not because my eyes are going because of my age, it's just because I've got the sun in my eyes. I've got the blinds closed, but they do let in quite a bit of the old sunlight. Now we were told by Mum to go next door. Now next door, whilst it is an Oak family house, it's actually the house where your rival lives. So this is where Bumjack and his sister live. Now, the sister, a lot of people have rumoured that is this character here, Bumjack's sister, or Blue's sister, was originally supposed to be the female character in the game, known as Green, but that just never got implemented in the main games. Hi Limbo, Bumjack is out at Grandpa's lab. Yep, I knew. So, let's progress the story. We'll go into the long grass up here and we will be told off by Oak. There we go. Hey, wait, don't go out! It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. No worries, Oak. I'll follow you anywhere. Up we go. Bumjack. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Bumjack? Let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Limbo. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! They're inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I have only 3 left, but you can have 1. Choose. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Bumjack. You can have 1 too. The ultimate choice indeed. Now, every time I play, if it's my choice, I will generally go for Squirtle. I'm a big water type fan. It was actually Blastoise was actually my first ever shiny Pokemon card. So, which shall we go for? I'm going to. Oh, is there? Can we do a poll?
Yeah, you should be able to. If you go on your stream manager.
Let's pop a quick poll up. Create new poll. Question: which starter shall we take? The responses are Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and we'll give it a duration of 1 minute.
Yeah, it's worked.
Perfect. Okay, so if you can all have a little pop through the poll, we can see how we're doing. So yeah, so we've got a little bit of time on that poll. Whichever wins will be the Pokemon we start with.
And if you have a draw, then you'll have to put it into a randomizer, I think.
Yeah. If there's a tie, I'll either end up randomizing it, or I will throw it back to you all with the choices that are tied.
Next time you do a poll book, there's an option you can set where people can vote more than once if they want to use channel points. You might want to do that next time, so that because if only 2 people end up voting, then you will end up with a split. Whereas if it's channel points, you can have like only 2, but people are like having a row. Okay, there is a thing. Don't worry, I'll pull up a randomizer for you. Give me a minute.
Okay, so the poll has gone for either Charmander or Bulbasaur. So yeah, let's randomise just the 2. So because no one's voted for Squirtle, which makes me a little bit sad.
Rip, no Squirtle for you.
No Squirtle for me.
God almighty, I think I've gone for something a bit too over the top. Give me a minute.
Ooh.
Oh god, I don't know.
Just do a random number generator.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense than do 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Uno momento, por favor.
Min max.
Min-max.
1, maximum 2, and we will say that. Ooh, view results. Charmander is 1, Bulbasaur is 2.
Right, I'm about to press generate.
Okay, and Xena's pressing generate.
And it's 2! Bulbasaur it is!
Bulbasaur it is. Okay, let's see. That's Charmander there. No, don't want Charmander. Then we've got Squirtle. But not fancying that one either. Which leaves us Bulbasaur. A strange seed was planted on its back at birth. The plant sprouts and grows with this Pokemon. So if you want to start throwing some ideas out for nicknames for the Bulbasaur, we can get that going as well. And I'm also going to pop Bulbasaur into the first slot in the team. There we go, just pop him on there. Petal, the green meanie, Rafflesia.
I don't think you'd be able to fit Rafflesia, so you'd have to like call it Raffle or something. Raffle.
I'm gonna say we definitely can't. We definitely can't fit the green meanie. Oh, Bilbo. I do like Bilbo as a name for Bulbasaur. Okay, so Bilbo is what we're going to go for. So yeah, Duck. Looks like Bilbo is yours. B. I. L. B. Oh!
You should probably just mention as well, the Nuzlocke doesn't officially start until you've got Pokeballs.
Yes, yeah, that's a very good point.
So if he does end up dying to Bumjack in a minute, then he's not like lost the whole game. The end. That would be the shortest series ever.
Shortest ever Nuzlocke.
So yeah, the Nuzlocke starts once you acquire Pokeballs.
Yeah. So yeah, once Pokeballs are acquired, which is a little bit of way away, that's when the game, the challenge starts proper. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to do my best to avoid fainting. This first battle isn't always the hardest, despite there being a type advantage for Bumjack with his Charmander. It doesn't really matter because neither Pokemon has any type-sensitive moves. My Pokemon looks a lot stronger. Yep, whatever you say, mate. Oh, anything else to add? If a wild Pokemon appears, your Pokemon can fight against it. Lovely. So, as soon as we make one step down, Bumjack will threaten us with a battle. Oh. Wait, Limbo. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Bring it. Bring it. I've been a Pokemon Master since before you've been born, Bumjack. Bumjack wants to fight. Okay, I'm just having a quick look at the old screen-a-rooney to see how much we are missing with everything on the screen. We can't see the opposing Pokemon's level, so let's see if I can fix that. Because this is going to be quite important. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think the camera is too bad. We're not losing too much. But let's just shrink the old header bar down a bit. There we go, that should do.
Duck's made a request in a chat.
Duck's made a request?
Yes, she was just asking. She said she's rubbish at knowing what Pokemon are good against other Pokemon. If it's not too annoying, could Limbo talk through Pokemon choices when we get into battles?
No problem at all, Duck. No problem. I was going to say, I'm relatively au fait with the old Pokemans. So up here we've got Charmander, which is a pure fire type, and Bilbo / Bulbasaur, which is grass and poison. Like I said, at the moment both of us have only got normal type attacks. I have Tackle, Charmander will have Scratch, and I think, if I remember correctly, Charmander has Growl as well, same as his. So what we're going to do is we're just going to throw some tackles at it. There's a Scratch coming to us, which did 4 HP damage. So yes, these will just be neutral hits from both of us. Throw another tackle out. Yeah, there's the Growl as expected. So my attack has fell, so I'll be doing a little bit less damage. But it's fine, because as it used Growl, we are now a little bit ahead. So we'll tackle again. The Charmander goes for another Scratch. We will do one more tackle, and then I believe a potion will be on the cards. Oh, critical hit as well. So critical hits, especially in the earlier generations of games, do essentially double damage, and also ignore any stat changes you have. So, thankfully, just survived it, just hung on. Well done, Bilbo. And let's use that potion that we picked up from the old PC. You remember grass, fire, water, but you're shocking at knowing what to throw out, even when I know what type the other Pokemon is. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's quite a big rock paper scissors style game with all the different type of effectivenesses. But once you get used to it, it's not too bad. I mean, like I said, I've been playing since '96, so it's yeah, a little bit of practice has been in. So let's throw another tackle out. Charmander throws a growl at us. Grrr. A grrr. Yeah. Go for a tackle. 2 more tackles should do it. Maybe 3, now we've been growled again. Oh, and we missed.
Naughty Bilbo!
Bilbo's blind. Oh, this is going to get tight now with how often he's growled me and lowered my attack. Oh, but that's fine, because I'm only doing 1 HP damage to it now anyway. Yeah, keep throwing the growls at me. That's no probs. And there we go. Bilbo has won the first battle. Well done, Bilbo. 69 experience points pops us up to level 6.
Lol, 69.
Limbo defeated Bumjack. What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong one. And there we go. Take $175 off the kid. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Limbo, Gramps, smell you later. Oh, he's rather overconfident, isn't he? So, yeah, what we're going to do now then is we will make our way out here. We'll stroll back into our rival's house because his sister... Oh no, it doesn't happen until after we've completed our little mission for Oak. So what we're going to have to do now is head up towards the next town, which is Viridian City, up at the end of Route 1. But once we get there, we won't be able to buy any Pokeballs or anything because that's what the mission is. Essentially, we're not allowed to buy anything until we've taken the special parcel from the Pokemon Mart up in the top all the way down. Oh, yeah, Duck, as Ian says, types won't matter for Snap. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any battles in Snap at all. But it's still good to know. There might even be special achievements for snapping certain types, which could be quite cool. So, let's start heading up into Route 1. Love it! And Route 1, Pallet Town to Viridian City. Now, one of my favourite songs from the original Pokemon anime was one they did at the end of a few episodes called "On the Road to Viridian City," which is all about the essentially the route back when you've beaten Blaine in Cinnabar Island as the 7th gym, and it's the route to the final gym and to the Elite Four. But it is an absolute bop. Right, so we'll chat to this guy. Now, if I remember correctly, it has been a while since I played the first gen, but if I remember correctly, this guy gives us a potion. Yes, he does. Hi, I work at the Pokemon Mart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. And so we are going to need healing items throughout this challenge, because we don't want to lose our team. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. Now what he's talking about aren't these, but these here. So these are ledges, just to suggest that essentially we're going uphill, up like little steps, And we can just jump down them. We can't jump back up them, but you can jump down. It just makes it a little bit quicker, and you can avoid the grass on the way back. Now, we haven't hit a wild battle yet, he says. And there's a Pidgey. Now, as we said, we can't start the Nuzlocke proper until we have Pokeballs, so this is going to just be for experience. So we'll start taking out the Pidgey. And some tackles. Oh, a lovely crit. We do like a crit. Now, normally with a grass type, you would want to be very, very careful against Pidgey. Flying types are super effective to grass types, and Pidgey then just used the move Gust. However, in Generation 1, Gust is a normal type move, not a flying type. So normal type moves are neutral to absolutely every type except Ghost, which it does absolutely nothing to. Ghost types are immune to normal type attacks, and normal types are also not very effective against rock types. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else in this gen that they're not effective against, because we don't have Steel, Dark or Fairy as of yet. But yes, thinking off the top of my head, I believe Ghost is immune, Rock resists, and I don't think anything else does. You don't know how I keep all this in my brain? It's because it's the only thing I store in my brain. There's no useful information up in here, just Pokemon knowledge. So, Bilbo will throw another tackle, which is neutral to Pidgey. Pidgey is a normal / flying type. There are no Pokemon in Generation 1 that are pure flying type. That doesn't come in until a little bit later. And we'll go for another tackle, and that should do it. There we go! Duck, you don't know the periodic table? Oh, you should be able to recite every single element on the table. And there we go, gain a bit of XP. And now we head up into Viridian City. So we'll nip into the Pokemon Center to begin with. So you can always tell the Pokemon Center is in Gen 1 because they have this Poke sign on the side, whereas the Pokemon Mart, or the shop, has Mart on the sign. So it just makes it a little bit easier to tell the difference. And here we go, here's the Pokemon Center. Lovely big building, looks a lot bigger inside than it does from the outside. Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt or fainted Pokemon. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to say a little bit more there. There's a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They don't charge any money either. That's really good. A little bit of socialist healthcare for Pokemon. I don't believe there's we've got a national health service for people though. So if you get sick, you've still got to pay. Or jam yourself in a Pokeball and hope Nurse Joy doesn't notice. You can use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me. So kind. And this person here is for the essentially it's the communications center. So if I wanted to trade with someone in real life, I'd have to use this is a product that they probably don't even make anymore, but a link cable, which was amazing. It was incredible when it came out. It was so out there, a way to connect two Game Boys together, so you could trade or battle. Unfortunately, I'm playing on an emulator, and I haven't got anyone to play with, so we're not going to be doing any trades. Now let's talk to Nurse Joy. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Heal. Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. Ah, remember that music. Thank you. Your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. Super. So we'll pop back out the Pokemon Center. You want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Yes. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch out for its poison sting. So yes, those are the two early game bug Pokemon we can encounter, Caterpie and Weedle. Now in Pokemon Blue, So Pokemon Blue and Red, one of the main differences between the two were the Pokemon that were available in each. Now I know in Pokemon Yellow you can't encounter Weedles in the wild, but I think in Red and Blue you can catch Caterpie and Weedle. The only thing that's related to that is I believe that in this version Weedles are more common and Caterpies are less common, whereas it's the opposite way round in Red. Right, heading into the mart. Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Limbo got Oak's parcel. Back in the day when you could trust random people that walk into your building. I would say nowadays, I think if you were given a package, a lot of people would try to take the option to take it for themselves. So we'll carry on down. And say when it comes to that shopkeeper, I'm just some random kid. I just said yes, I know Professor Oak, but I could be anybody. So we'll make our way back down these ledges like that person recommended. We'll avoid the grass for now. Steal the custom Pokeball order. Well, that's the other thing. So another little bit of Pokemon knowledge here on this one. The rumor is that the special order that Professor Oak requested was for a custom Pokeball, and it was a Pokeball known as the GS Ball. Now the reason for this, the GS Ball is something that is an item in the second generation of games, Gold and Silver and Crystal, hence GS Ball, Gold Silver, and it's a special Pokeball that is used for Celebi, which is the Mew of the second generation, the mythical Pokemon. What's quite interesting is that the Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Gold, Silver, and Crystal, the story was originally meant to be one game, which is why in the second gen Gold, Silver, and Crystal you can travel back into Kanto. So it just happened that the first game didn't have enough space to include all the game code that was required. So they shrunk it down, and a lot of the Pokemon that were due to appear in this generation got bumped across to the second gen. So Pokemon like Marill, originally when this game came out, when the leaks happened, was known as Pika Blue, and everyone expected it to be almost like a legendary Pikachu. So there we go, back into Pallet Town. Let's go to see Professor Oak. What are those things on the side of the grass that block the way, by the way? I never knew. Do you mean these?
Yeah, I do mean those.
Okay, so these are essentially like boulders.
Right.
I think you'll normally find this style around towns.
Sure,
so it's a little bit nicer. And then the darker ones, which you can see two blocks up from you here, those are sort of the roots one, so it's not quite as well looked after, but generally they're just barriers to make sure you don't go off the map. No worries at all, Tina. Okay, Oak, here's your parcel. Oh, Limbo, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Limbo delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Boomjack. Grats. What did you call me for? All right. I have a request of you two. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Limbo and Bumjack, take these with you. And there's our Pokédex. Now, unfortunately for Professor Oak, we're doing a Nuzlocke. So odds are, in fact, definitely, we are not going to be completing the Pokédex. we don't have the opportunity to make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So, I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Limbo, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Limbo. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, smell you later. And say, Oak is saying he's too old to go hunting for Pokemon and everything. However, he does end up appearing in so many of the games to come, which are set in the future. So I'm actually wondering how old Professor Oak is, especially come the later games. Right, so out we go. In fact, before we do, let's just have a chat to these again. No, that's still the same. I think it's in the. I think it's in Pokemon Yellow. You can speak to this guy here, and he'll give you some Pokeballs, so you don't have to go all the way up to Viridian City to collect some new ones. And what we'll also do is head up here and get the town map from the sister. Now I never really get the collect the town map because I've got the map ingrained in my head for the amount of times I've played through. I'm going to say the routes generally, you got Pallet Town down at the bottom, and you work your way up to Viridian City. After Viridian City you have Viridian Forest, which opens up to Pewter City. From Pewter City you head east and you hit Mount Moon, and outside of Mount Moon is where you'll find Cerulean City, north of which is Cerulean Cape, which is where you'll find Bill. If you carry on from the Cerulean City to the east, that's when you'll hit the Rock Tunnel, and eventually you'll get around to Lavender Town. But that's not the way you'd be able to go straight away. You end up having to go south. South of Cerulean City is Saffron City, and south of that is Vermilion, which you can reach by going underground, so you don't actually hit Saffron. From Vermilion, which is where you find the SS Anne, you can also go east again, and that will take you past Diglett's Tunnel, which can take you back to around Viridian Forest, or you can carry on to the east, and that will eventually bring you to the route in between Lavender Town and Fuchsia City. But again, that's not the way you'd go. You'd have to go up to the Rock Tunnel, round to Lavender Town, and then you'd go west. From Lavender Town that way, you will then again hit Saffron, but you can't get through. So you go through a gate, and you will then hit Celadon City, which is where you'll find the next gym. From Celadon City, you can then go west again, and you'll hit Cycling Road. South from there, and east, and you'll hit Fuchsia City. So you can access Fuchsia City from two sides. From Fuchsia City, you can then travel south. Fuchsia City is also where the Safari Zone is. And going south from Fuchsia City, you will hit Seafoam Islands, which is where the legendary Pokemon Articuno lives, as well as lots of lovely water and ice Pokemon. And following further from Seafoam is when you get to Cinnabar Island, which is the 7th gym. Then back up north on the water route brings you back to Pallet Town. You then go from Pallet Town up to Viridian City for the final gym, travel west, and that's where you'll find Indigo Plateau, the home of the Pokemon League. So yeah, I don't often use the map, but we'll open it up so everyone can see. So as I said, from Pallet Town up to Viridian City to Viridian Forest and Pewter City. Then you got Route 3 to Mount Moon, Route 4 and Cerulean, Route 24, 25 and Sea Cottage are all part of Cerulean Cape. Route 5, Route 6, Vermilion City will be the next one. As I said, you end up missing out Saffron in the middle. Then Route 9 to the Rock Tunnel, down to Lavender Town. Route 8, Route 7, again skipping over Saffron, and there's Celadon City. Then you can go back to Saffron or around to Fuchsia, which will drop to there. As you see, just sort of bopped around the different routes you would be able to hit at that point. There's Fuchsia City. There's the Seafoam Islands after that. Cinnabar Island. Then back up to Pallet. Then Viridian. Then you go Route 22, 23, Victory Road. And finally, Indigo Plateau. Sea Cottage is a cute name. Is that where Bill lives? It is. It's exactly where Bill lives. Bill is the guy. Is a bit of a Pokemon nerd, a bit like me. He is the person who invented the Pokemon storage system on the PC. But unfortunately, it won't tell us it's Bill's PC until we meet him. Okay, so we've still not got Pokeballs. Let's head back to Viridian and pick some up. And hopefully we'll get another battle on the way as well for a bit of experience. No, we don't. So I think maybe we should just get ourselves an encounter before the Nuzlocke starts proper. And we'll start giving Bilbo some levels. There's a tackle, another crit. Bilbo does like critting these Pidgeys. There's a tackle again, and one more hit should do it. Imagine if you didn't know the name of people in real life until you met them. Single Ladies. Song by someone. But you don't know until you've met them.
It'd be really stupid, wouldn't it? It'd just be like, I'm reading this great book at the moment. Noughts and Crosses, for example. Who wrote it? No idea. I've met them.
Alright, let's throw another tackle out, beat the Pidgey, and we should level up this time. 23 experience points, there we go, level 7. Bilbo learnt Leech Seed. Leech Seed is an interesting move. It's not an attacking move per se. Instead, what it does is you use Leech Seed, and that will put these Leech Seeds on your opponent's Pokemon until they switch out or faint. And at the end of every turn, it will take a little bit of the opponent's health and give you some of that health instead. So it's a good way of stalling out if you want to be in a battle for longer. And it's quite a good move for Nuzlocke, as it can help save on potions. Okay, so we'll pop into the Pokemon Center. Heal up again. Top tips with Limbo. And so there's a reason I get known as Poker Jesus, and it's not just the hair. Eesh. Oh, what's going on with it? Speaking of hair, what's going on with it? We hope to see you again. I've always found that a little bit of a rude comment from Nurse Joy there. We hope to see you again. I hope you carry on mistreating your Pokemon.
Especially because they're not making any money from it either. So like, why? What advantage do they have of you coming back?
Yeah, I was gonna say for any Brits in the chat, it would be a little bit like going to hospital for the NHS for, I don't know, emergency surgery or going into accident and emergency. They send you on your way, but then they say, looking forward to seeing you here again.
That would be so scary.
You're like, no thank you. Okay, so Pokeballs are 200 Pokedollars a pop. We have 3,000. Now, the thing is, I don't want to overdo it with Pokeballs because we're not catching everything. We're just catching the first thing we come to. So I'll take 6 for now. And I'm also going to think about being clever and collecting some antidotes before we go into Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest is home to many bug Pokemon, essentially Weedles and Caterpies in this game, which is like I don't know, a third of all the bug Pokemon in the game. But what we'll do is, just to make sure we don't get poisoned, because your Pokemon can faint from poison outside of battle in this generation. So every few steps you take whilst the Pokemon is poisoned will cause it to take damage, and eventually their HP can go down to 0. So now we have our Pokeballs, we'll head back to Route 1, and we shall get our first catch, hopefully. And it's another Pidgey. Now, I'm actually not too bothered about that. There's not too many options on this route. I think it's only Pidgey and Rattata. And I think I'd much prefer a Pidgey than a Rattata. So, let's throw a tackle, which hopefully won't knock it out. No, nowhere near, so I'll get another tackle onto it. So when you're catching Pokemon, ideally you want to get their HP as low as possible. Again, ideally you'd probably want it a little bit lower than I've got it, but this Pidgey is a low level, so it should be relatively easy to catch. And there we go, Pidgey has been added to our team. So, going to throw this one out to chat again. What shall we nickname our Pidgey? Our first Burb. Oh, so we've got a vote for Burb. I do like that. If there are any other suggestions, pop them in. I'll give you a moment as we go through the Pokedex. But at the moment, Burb is the option we'll be going for. Pidgey, tiny bird Pokemon. A common sight in forests and woods. It flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. The team will end up as all B nicknames at this rate. Do you want to give a nickname to Pidgey? Yes. Okay, so it looks like Burb is our option, so we'll go B, U, R, and B. And there we go. So we've got Bilbo and Burb. So we can't catch anything else on this route, so we'll head up to the Pokemon Center. We'll have a couple of battles with Pidgey to get its experience up. And then we'll move on to the next area where we can do a catch. Bilbo and Burb. Bilbo Burbins. Heal! Thank you, your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. How rude. Oh, that's the worst thing. When you're hitting a little bit too vociferously and you start the chat again. Okay, so let's wander back down to Route 1. Now what I've done is I've gone into my Pokemon team, my Pokemon screen, and I've swapped so that Burb is now the first Pokemon out and Bilbo is second. So when we start a battle, because Burb is number 1, that's the one that will automatically be sent out. But because it's low level, I might not want to risk it. It could take some damage, maybe even a critical hit, and we lose it straight away. So, as a way to make sure that Burb can get experience without fainting, if you have a low-level Pokemon, pop it at the front, and then when you're in battle, one of the first things you do, or in fact the first thing you do, is switch to your stronger Pokemon. That way both of the Pokemon get experience, whilst not giving Burb a chance to faint. Okay, so I'm guessing Rattata. Oh, there we go. Tips with Limbo. Wild Rattata appeared, level 3. Now the thing is, we are the same level. I could give it a go, but I don't want to risk it, so we'll swap into Bilbo. Now Rattata should have Tackle and Tail Whip. There's the Tail Whip, which lowers my defense, which isn't ideal. But we'll throw a Leech Seed out first, just so we can do a bit of damage. No problem, Xena, as long as you're not peeing on the sofa.
Nope.
So there we go. Throwing the Leech Seed out, which will start chipping away and healing us up. We don't need health at the moment, but it still chips away. Now we'll throw a Tackle at the Rattata, which should do a good chunk of damage. Yeah, not too bad. Rattata's using another Tail Whip, which is starting to worry me about if it decides to use a Tackle. But I still don't think, even with 3 Tail Whips, it would be able to one-hit Bilbo. So one more Tackle should do it. Yeah, that was totally fine. So there we go, we should see how much health we recover. Oh, just 1 HP, but that's okay. And we'll go for another Tackle, which should do it. Boom! Rattata down. And then, as you can see, Burb gained 12 experience points and Bilbo gained 12 experience points. So essentially it splits the experience that you would gain between the Pokemon that are involved. So let's do that again. And we'll try and get Burb up to level 4 before we go to our next area. Burb has Gust, so I'll just chuck a Gust out straight away. I did notice that the last Rattata was quite weak, even against Bilbo, but we will still switch out. So Burb only has Gust at the moment, which is a normal type attack. So we'll pop another Leech Seed out, just so we can carry on getting a bit of health. There's another Tail Whip. Now, quick tip. If you do find that your stats keep getting lowered and lowered and lowered by an opposing Pokemon, the stat changes only last for A, as long as the battle, B, until your Pokemon faints, or C, I'm not sure if I went 1, 2, C there, or C, if you switch your Pokemon out. So if you find that you've had multiple sand attacks against you, so suddenly your accuracy is really low and you can't do any damage, switch out. And you can then switch it back in, and you'll find it won't have the stat drops anymore. Same for if your attack, defense, or anything like that gets lowered. If it gets to a point where it's causing you issues, switch out, switch back in, and that'll fix it for you. So we've got our Leech Seed off. We'll throw another Tackle. That was a good bit of damage. Yeah, waste your Tail Whip. Give us a bit of Leech Seed. And we shall go Tackle. Now, another really good thing about Leech Seed in this generation is there is another move that you can get a little bit later in the game called Toxic. Now, there are status conditions in this game. So you have volatile and non-volatile status conditions. Volatile status conditions are the ones that last only for the battle that you're in, or even just the time it's out in the battle. So that's things like confusion. So if your Pokemon's confused, you can just swap it out and swap it back in, and that will fix its confusion for you. But the non-volatile status conditions are sleep, poison, paralysis, and freeze and burn. So those are status conditions that stick with the Pokemon even in between battles. Toxic, however, that works. Essentially, Toxic gives the poison status effect to whichever Pokemon you're attacking with it. But the poison status effect has 2 levels. You have regular poison and badly poisoned. Badly poisoned is only possible in this generation anyway. Is only possible with the use of Toxic. So regular poison does a set amount of damage each turn, the same way Leech Seed does. It'll do the same damage each turn until the Pokemon's fainted. Whereas the Toxic, the badly poisoned, that will cause the Pokemon to lose X amount of damage the first turn. Then the second turn it'll be like X plus 4, then X plus. So essentially, it gets more damaging as the turns go on. What's interesting about Toxic in this generation, I'm pretty sure it doesn't carry on through the other generations. That might have been a bug. But in the first generations, you can use Leech Seed and Toxic, and essentially they'll almost combine and boost the power of Leech Seed. Like I said, not sure if it was an intentional design idea, but that's just how it works in this game. So if you do have the opportunity to have a Pokemon with Leech Seed and Toxic, use it. And that's actually going to be the reason I will be holding onto Leech Seed on Bilbo. Okay, so Pokemon Burb is still level 3, but as this is a Nuzlocke, I don't want to risk it because we've got a little bit of health lost. So we'll pop back to Pokemon Center as it's nice and close. Heal ourselves up. And get ourselves to level 4. Oh, done it again. Press A too often. No, don't need to heal again. So we'll wander back down. Now, one thing I do feel is lacking from the first gen games is a sprint button. So we've only got the 1 speed. It's going to be like this throughout the entire game. Thankfully, because I'm on an emulator, I can speed it up. But it doesn't sound great, so I'm not going to do that. Wild Pidgey appeared, level 2. You know what, I'm going to let Burb have a go. See if Burb can take out this Pidgey that's a level less. That should do, assuming we don't get hit by a critical hit. Now this is the one thing, because we know that Pidgeys can't, Pidgeys, at least up to level 3, don't have any move but Gust. We know it won't be using any status move, so every hit will be a damaging hit. But it doesn't matter because our level 3 Burb is faster than the level 2 Wild Pidgey. The Burb gained 15 experience points and grew to level 4.
Go Burb!
Whoop whoop whoop. Welcome back, Xena. Okay, so we'll head back into the Pokemon Center again. And now we're going to head to a new area. We're not actually going to go straight north this time. But what we're going to do is we're going to head west.
Go west!
Oh, let's have a quick hydrate.
I'm sorry, I should have redeemed it for me.
So, to the west is a route that we can't actually go all the way down as of yet, because it's the route that heads towards Victory Road and the Elite Four, so it's an end game route. However, there's a patch of grass, or a couple of patches of grass, just before we get blocked off, and at that point, we can then get given an opportunity to catch some Pokemon. Now, in Pokemon Yellow, this area is this area to the west here is a lot better. There's some good Pokemon in there that you can catch, which are really useful against the first gym. However, for us in Pokemon Blue, if I remember correctly, the only options are Pidgey, Spearow, and Rattata. I don't think Nidoran is available in Red and Blue. I think that Nidoran appears in Yellow, and the reason they threw Nidoran in there is because in Pokemon Yellow you only have the opportunity to start with Pikachu, which is very weak against the first gym, and the only other Pokemon you can really encounter on the routes up to it are also weak to rock types. So Pidgey, Spearow, Rattata, Caterpie, Weedle. So you don't really get a lot of good options, which is why they've opened up. Which is why they added the Pokemon into there. So Nidoran is an interesting one in Pokemon Yellow because it can learn a fighting move called Double Kick, which is super effective against rock types. Now, a little tip. I'm saying this like, let's say if anyone else has played these games before, they will probably know about this. But if you head to this tree here, which is a cuttable tree when we've got cut, if you press A against it, we get a free potion. Aha! So for anyone that didn't know that, that's a little tip for you, a way to get a free potion. And we'll stroll back down and head to that route I was telling about. Tips with Limbo.
I'm gonna literally record you a jingle. It's just gonna be me going, Tips with Limbo! And you can just put it on a hotkey.
I'm gonna get a jingle. This is good. Okay, so let's have a look at what our encounter is on this route. Oh, a Spearow. Now, I actually quite like Spearow as a Pokemon. I think Fearow's pretty good. Gets a relatively good attack stat. Burb, Pidgey, and the Pidgey family is a little bit more balanced, whereas the Spearow family are sort of focused on attack, which is good. Do I prefer Pidgey or Spearow? Very tough question. I prefer the design of the Pidgey family, especially Pidgeot, but I think Fearow overall is probably the better Pokemon. Controversial opinion there. Fearow isn't something you see very often in the competitive arena. That being said, Pidgeot isn't really that common. I know it was pre-Sword and Shield, sort of Gen 7 and Gen 6 as well, because they had mega evolutions. I'm talking about stuff that is not related to this generation at all at this point. But because Pidgeot got a Mega Evolution, it kind of just made it relevant for competitive. Still not great, but it was at least relevant. Whereas Fearow, it's just lacking the base stat totals to really be a competitive force. But yeah, so let's try our best to catch this Spearow. And unfortunately, it does mean we'll have two Pokemon of exactly the same type, and they're dual types, but it's just the same dual type. We'll have Burb, which is normal flying, and Spearow, which is normal flying. But it's okay because it's okay because I'm not catching it. I've got a crit, accidentally knocked it out, and that means I can now not catch anything in this area. I had my opportunity, I lost it.
Damn that critical hit.
So no Spearow for me. Like I said, it's not too bad because it means we can still hope for a better mix of types on the team, which is always something you want to look for. Now, one other thing is if we go up there, so if we go north and then slightly to the west, we will encounter our rival again. It's an optional rival battle. It's not one you have to do, but it can be worth it for the experience. Oh, I was wrong. Nidoran does appear here in the first games, Red and Blue.
I thought it did.
Yeah, the difference is that they don't learn double kick in this generation, or if they do, it's a lot later on.
Right.
So still not ideal for the gym. Like I said, I've had an opportunity to catch something here. I knocked it out, so that opportunity is gone. So no Nidoran female for me. Nidoran female is a poison type. It's pure poison. Poison types are weak to ground type moves and psychic type moves in this generation. I believe that's it. And poison is super effective to grass. Oh, we need to have Burb to a Pokeball, of course. Let's go grab Burb. Pop it in. There. It's a little bit bigger, I think. Oh, I just realised I probably should have put their names. I probably should put little text boxes for the names, but it's not too bad.
Maybe you can do that next time.
Yeah, it might be an idea for next time. Okay, so poison types are super effective against grass types. They are... I know they resist fighting type attacks, and they're weak to psychic and ground. Is poison super effective to anything else in this gen? I don't believe it is. So yeah, when Nidoran evolves, female evolves into Nidorina, male evolves into Nidorino. Those are also pure poison types. Once they evolve into Nidoqueen or Nidoking respectively, that's when they gain the ground typing as well. So they become poison ground, which actually isn't too bad of a typing. And the Nidoqueen and Nidoking are fabulous. To the point that when people do what they call when they try speedrun, when people do speedruns of Pokemon, generally people will rush to get themselves a Nidoking, and then pretty much you can complete the entire game smashing through everything with a Nidoking. Right, so let's throw a Gust at Nidoran. If I remember correctly, at this level, Nidoran should only have Poison Sting. It might also have Growl, but I think it's only Poison Sting. Now, Poison Sting has the chance of poisoning us, which we don't want. So hopefully we can get through this without being poisoned. Nidoran use Tackle. Oh, it has Tackle. So it might have Tackle, Growl, and Poison Sting, or it might not have learnt Poison Sting just yet. If not, fantastic. Yeah, it looks like it might just be Tackle and Growl at this point. So we'll carry on whipping up the wind, going for some gusts. Nidoran goes for another Growl. And we'll throw Gust out again. Lovely juggle. That's a Nidoran female down. And Burb grew to level 5. Fantastic. And Burb learned Sand Attack. Now, Sand Attack doesn't do any damage, it just reduces the opponent's accuracy. Actually, not a bad move to use in a Nuzlocke, especially if you're coming up against something that's going to take a while to take down and you're worried about spamming through all the potions. But let's head back to the Pokemon Center and do a quick heal. And I'm thinking what we'll do is we will do a teeny tiny little bit of grinding just to get the team up to level 8. So we're currently 5 and 7. So let's head back and then give it a quick go. So it shouldn't take too long. We're still low level, so we don't need too much experience for the grind. But the reason we want to get to level 8 is, I believe, the rival's highest level Pokemon in this next battle is 8 or 9. But we should be able to take him out. Oh, there's Nidoran Male. Now again, as I mentioned before about Caterpie and Weedle being either more rare or more common, depending on the game you're playing, I believe the male and female version of Nidoran has the same thing. So in blue, which we're playing, I believe Nidoran female is the more common, Nidoran male isn't, but if you're playing red, it's the other way around. So yeah, let's throw a Gust out at this Nidoran. Now Nidoran male might have Poison Sting and Growl, or it might be the same as Nidoran female have Tackle and Growl. Oh, that's a good bit of damage. Yeah, it looks like Tackle and Growl. So no worries. Not going to do us too much damage. Nidoran male down. And we'll go straight into the next battle. Do I limit the levelling up of your Pokemon to never be higher than the Pokemon in each gym? It's not a rule I've put in on this one. It's something I generally tend to do, but it's not something I stick hard and fast to. So if it's a matter of... So essentially, I'm going to try my best to not over-grind in this. Like I said, I want these two up to level 8 to give us an opportunity against our rival, which I believe taps out at level 9. But yeah, I'm not going to get the levels up of the gym leaders in battling. I'm just going to try and keep it around. Like I said, I've played the game a lot, so I should have I generally have an idea of what the right sort of levels. But yeah, there's not going to be any over leveling. There's not going to be too much grinding. At the start, you kind of have to do a little bit, but as you get in a little bit further, enough battles come up to be able to keep you going to around the right sort of level. Okay, so we've got a Rattata here. We'll throw another Gust. Oh, Burb's starting to do some good damage now. 2 hit in a Rattata, that's not bad. Yeah, Tail Whip, however you like. It's not going to do you any good. Rattata fainted. Burbgurned experience points. But grew to level 6. So one more level should bring it up to level 7. So we're then matching Bilbo. There's another Rattata. Happy to take out one of these. Gust. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Another thing that's quite interesting about the first generation games, there isn't a physical special split as there is in the new games. So moves are based on whether they are physical attacks or whether they're special attacks. In the later generation games, for people that play them, generally, if a move is, say, obviously physical, like something like Tackle, it'll be a physical attack, and the damage done will be based on your Pokemon's attack stat and your opponent Pokemon's defense stat. Whereas special moves, like say something like Water Gun or Hyper Beam, they would use your special attack stat and the opponent's special defense stat. Unfortunately, in this generation, it's not perfectly implemented. So you do have a HP stat, you do have an attack stat and a defense stat, as well as a speed stat, but you don't have special attack and special defense. Instead, it is a single stat, just special. And also, in this generation, moves aren't based on... Oh, sorry, the physical or special type of move isn't based on the move itself. Instead, it's based on the move's type. So every normal type attack in Generation 1 is classed as a physical attack. So even if you use something like Hyper Beam, which is obviously a special attack, you know, you're firing a beam, firing my laser, you would expect it to be a special attack, but no, because it's a normal type, it's only using the special stat. This did cause an issue. It ended up making Psychic types too powerful. Psychic types generally have a low physical attack and a low physical defense, but very high special in comparison. Due to that, Psychic being only special moves means they hit really, really hard, and most of the types that are not damaged. Most of the types that take extra damage from Psychic do struggle against the special stat. Right, enemy rests fainted. Burb gain 24 experience points. I think one more battle should get Burb up to one more level. Limbo learn. We do like a limbo learn. Alright, Nidoran female. Now this is something else. Genders are something that come into the games in the later generations. In fact, starting in Generation 2, Gold, Silver and Crystal. That allows Pokemon to breed and things like this. However, in Generation 1, there are no genders and there's no breeding. Nidoran female, Nidoran male are the only Pokemon that are gendered. Right, let's throw another Gust at this level 4 Nidoran. Take Tackle, take it well. Another Gust. Burp! And one more Gust to take it down.
Was that your impression of Burb doing a Gust?
That's Burb doing a Gust. Burb. 33 experience points, level 7, spot on. Okay, so let's... oh shit, do I need to heal? No, I'm going to do one more battle with Burb out front. Shouldn't be... yeah, it's only a Rattata, shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's level 4, but 3 levels above. Should be fine. And we can always switch out. It's not going to be able to do 15 HP damage to us in a single hit. No, it did 3 HP. So even with a crit, it will do 6. So we would have at least one more turn. And it used Tail Whip anyway, so not a worry. Yeah, the one thing that a lot of people don't realise is the biggest thing with Pokemon is math. It's almost entirely maths. It's just a prettier version of maths. Okay, so we'll wander ourselves back with our lovely little cat. Now there's something quite nice about coming back to the original generation of Pokemon again, because the character sprite, as you can see here in the middle of the screen, is actually the tattoo I have on my left arm. Burb doing a Gust. Popping out them clips.
You should have done that as a channel prediction or something at some point. What tattoo do you have?
Oh yeah, should have done.
You spoiled it now, everyone knows!
Okay, so yeah, that prediction's out of the way. And that being said, I was going to say we've only got 3 viewers, but there'll be a VOD. People might watch the VOD.
Oh no!
Okay, so we're all healed up. And we've got both on level 7. So we'll get them both up to level 8, which should just be 1 or 2 more battles for Burb, probably 2 battles for Bilbo. Oops. I fell out the grass! I fell out the grass! There's another Nidoran male. Level 3. Easy. Go on, Burb. Do your stoofs. Oh, was that lit? Wasn't quite paying attention. Not that it matters. 25 XP, no level up. So I think this battle, assuming it's not too low a level, like a level 2 Rattata. So yeah, it looks like it'll probably be 2 battles to get to our next level. Oh, that was good though. Almost a one-hit KO. We do love ourselves an Oko. Enemy Rattata fainted, and Burb gained 16 experience points and grew to level 8. Okay, so yeah, we didn't need another battle. So there we go, that's Burb at the level we want. Now let's look at Bilbo. Now, you would think, again, it's not an issue because the Nidorans don't have it at this area yet, but as I said, poison types are super effective against grass, and Bulbasaur is obviously a grass type, but it's a dual grass and poison type. Because of that, poison resists poison, grass is weak to poison, so you combine those together and it becomes a neutral attack, so it's not going to do too much damage. Now, again, I could Leech Seed the Nidoran, but poison types resist grass type attacks as well. That being said, Leech Seed doesn't count as an attack, so it'll just do standard damage, but I don't think we'll need it against a level 3. He says, after making a move that looks like it'll be a 3-hit KO. Possibly 4. No, 3-hit. Lovely jubbly. 25 XP, let's pop ourselves another bat ball. Yes, Bilbo! Yes! Bulbasaur!
Oh!
Well, Rattata appeared, level 3. Will this be enough to get us over the line? So yeah, we can already tell that Burb is a lot stronger physically than Bilbo. Burb was essentially 2-hitting these Rattatas. Whereas we're getting 3 from Bilbo. There we go, up to level 8. Smashing! Alright, head back to El Pokemon Center. Who will level up first, Burb or Bilbo? Oh, do you mean who's going to hit level 9 first?
No. Who will evolve first?
Who will evolve first? I would expect Bilbo, as I believe Bilbo is a lower level to evolve. Pidgeotto evolves into Pidgeotto at level 16, if I remember correctly.
I'm just trying to remember what Bulbasaur's level of evolve is at, because it's different for each of the starters, right? Or is it not?
Yeah, I think Bulbasaur evolves into Ivysaur at either level 14 or 16.
Googling it.
So it will be close.
I always forget. 16, so they're both evolved at the same time.
Both evolve at level 16.
Yep.
Super. So yeah, so I suppose whichever one reaches 16 first. Now I do try my best to keep the team as even as possible. I don't like to have one Pokemon that's a lot stronger than everything else. So generally, if something levels up, it will then get moved to the back of the queue. Oh dear, another Nidoran. Okay, so we'll lead with Bilbo. Grab the tackle. Oh, crit. I would imagine this is still going to be a 3-hit KO though. Another tackle, take it about halfway in the middle. There we go. And then one more will poke it out. Poke battle. Oh, I like that sword.
I think you should have it too. I think those are the ones that you get for affiliate. I think. You were saying something about server boats, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a flaming sword. Sorry, I just found it while I was fanning about.
Oh, I like that.
Fancy!
Fancy! Fancy! Fancy!
We should probably play that at some point.
We should play that. I'm gonna say it's a game that we've seen streamed on YouTube. What's it called?
Little Misfortune?
Little Misfortune. Yeah, it's a really quirky game, but it's got a lovely, lovely atmosphere to it. Enemy near around female fainted. Bilbo gained 33 experience points. Right, so we've lost 4 HP. Yeah, there we go. We'll carry on straight up. Now, this might be my memory playing up here, but I think there's a hidden item up here. I might be wrong.
Doesn't seem like a random area.
No, I'm wrong. Now, I believe as we take one more step here is where we will get accosted by Bumjack. There we go. Hello, Bumjack. Hey, Limbo. You're going to Pokemon League? Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Well, only one way to find out, Bumjack. Right, Bumjack wants to fight. Bumjack sent out Pidgey. Pidgey level 9. So, yes, I wonder if his starter is level 10 then. Right, so Pidgey, again, should only have Gust and Sand Attack. It does not have a Flying type attack yet, so I'm not overly concerned, but let's throw a Leech Seed out to begin. Oh, it's gone for a Sand Attack, drop my accuracy. There we go, so that attack missed because of that. Another Sand Attack. Welcome back, Duck. Evaded the attack again. This could be problematic. There we go, so we got the Leech Seed off. That's important. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get an attack or two off. No, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to get a Growl off. Or at least try, hoping it doesn't miss. I'll take the health. The Growl missed. How much damage does Gust do? Quite a chunk, to be fair. There we go, there's a Growl off. That's reduced their attack. I'm going to try another one. Now there is a reason I'm doing this. What I'm going to do is try and lower its attack a couple of spots like that, so that I can switch into Burb a lot safer. Still have to take Sand Attack though. So Leech Seed carries on even though I've switched. Let's go for Gust. Another Sand Attack, not ideal. Leech Seed is still chipping away though, which is good.
I forgot that Leech Seed works, even when the Pokemon wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, so it's essentially only when the Pokemon
Who used it faints, it stops working.
No, it's when the Pokemon that has had it used against it faints.
Right, so once the Pidgey's gone.
Once the Pidgey's gone, I'd have to pop another Leech Seed out if I wanted to.
But I didn't know that.
Ah.
Top tips.
Top tips.
Tips with Limbo.
Tip top top tips. Burb used Gust. But it missed. See if we can get another one. Or it might be worth swapping back out to get a little bit more accuracy again. At the very least, I will once this Pidgey's fainted. Whoa! Critical hits always worry me a little bit. But again, that's the advantage of having Leech Seed, because that's just been bringing a little bit of health back each turn. Okay, so Bilbo gained 51 experience points, Burb gained 51 experience points, and Bumjack is about to use Charmander. So yes, we will change back to Bilbo for the time being. And... oh, but does Charmander have a fire attack by now? See it then. Scratch, then Growl.
It must learn Ember pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does learn Ember quite quickly. But it is only a level 8. So what I might do then is...
Have you got a potion?
I do have a potion. 2 potions, in fact. So yeah, I'll heal up Bilbo. Charmander use Growl. Fine, not a problem. Let's follow it up with a Leech Seed. Charmander used Growl again. Okay, so Charmander is seeded. Let's go for a Growl, just in case it has Ember. Although then again, no, Ember is a fire type attack, and all fire type attacks run off the special stat. But it hasn't used Ember yet. Let's go, Bilbo! What? Okay, so it's now not going to be able to do too much to us, and we've got Leech Seed healing us back up, so we'll throw a Tackle out. There was a critical scratch though. So again, because its attack has been reduced, even though it's double damage, it's not the most damage in the world. Now it keeps growling, which is lowering my attack, which means I'm doing less damage each turn. So, what we'll do is we will swap out this turn into Burb. Now hopefully, because Growl's been used a couple of times, Charmander shouldn't do 12 damage. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's used Growl anyway. Get a bit of health back from Leech Seed. A lovely bit of 1 HP. And let's use Sand Attack. The Scratch, how much is it going to do? 3 HP damage, so it'll do 6 HP damage with a crit. So I think we can get another Sand Attack off. Yep. And now let's switch back into Bilbo, who has a little bit more health. Oh. Yeah, I do not want to. I want to do my best to not lose anything in this run. Oh, Xena, still missing Vlad. Vlad was a good egg. Okay, so we'll throw Tackle out again. There we go, we got a miss from Sand Attacks. That's good. Good chunk of damage from Tackle. Charmander goes to Scratch again. It's only 3 damage, not a worry. And there we go. Charmander down. Beaten our second rival. And Bilbo grew to level 9. Lovely jubbly. Burb gained 54 experience, and Burb grew to level 9 also. That's what we like to see. Ah, you just lucked out. Luck or not, give me your money. Give me your money. I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Yeah, whatever, mate. What were you doing up this end? It's not like you can go anywhere up here either. So we've got another patch of grass down here. However, it's still part of the same route, so I can't catch anything in this patch down here. So what we'll do is, rather than jumping down there, we'll come back this way. Oh, Pokemon Showdown. Yes, I mean, I know Pokemon Showdown quite well. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Wait, assuming I'm thinking of the right one.
It's the one where it's kind of like battle simulator sort of thing.
Yeah, it's an unofficial. Yeah, Pokemon Showdown is the unofficial Pokemon simulator. It's a good resource if you're into competitive battling. The only problem is, I don't think it currently uses the same rules as the main games, and it's. I mean, for me, I enjoy using Pokemon that I've bred up myself, that I've trained up myself, rather than ones that I'm just typing in the stats for. And don't get me wrong, I generally breed the Pokemon to those perfect stats, but yeah, it feels a little bit cold, mechanical to me. Whereas I do like the passion you get from the main games. But yeah, I've got an account with Showdown. I've used it a lot. It's just not really for me. Again, I know that a lot of people I used to battle against on the competitive scene. I know that they used to use Pokemon Showdown to sort of get an idea for how their Pokemon will work with other things, but I feel there are better resources online. I know there's something, if you go to the GitHub website, GITHUB, and search for Turskain, Turskain, they have a Pokemon battle calculator in which you can essentially put all the stats of the Pokemon you've got into that, and then it will show you how it fares against any other Pokemon with any other stat setups.
Sorry, can you tell me how to spell Turskain? I'll put a link in the chat.
Oh, Turskain.
Thank you. Carry on.
Oh.
No, it's alright. Carry on. I'll look for it. You carry on doing your thing.
I think it'll be turskain.github.com.
Carry on doing your thing.
Carry on doing it. Yeah, so Xena's going to get the link for that up. There we go, Battle Gene Damage Calculator. So in this calculator that's just been posted in the chat, you can pop all your stats into there on the slot on the left. That'll be your Pokemon. You can change anything like field effects, whether there's any status effects or anything like that. And you can do the same for the opposing Pokemon on the other side. You can also use one of the buttons on the top, because I think the options, again, if I'm correct, there's 1 versus 1, in which you can just put your Pokemon against another specific Pokemon, or you can go 1 versus all, which gives you a full list of all the common sets. And again, you can just sort of compare and see how your attacks will work against the Pokemon there. So in here we have a little classroom. I'm not going to bother with this because most of the information that's in here I've already mentioned in stream. There's nothing to gain in here, but this whiteboard will tell you about status conditions: sleep, burn, poison, freeze, and paralyze. Oh, you didn't even know about this. Yeah, I was going to say it's really a competitive resource. So a lot of people who battle competitively, much like I used to, they use that as a good way to make sure that their team is viable. Okay, so another quick heal. Do do do. Bom bom. Doo doo doo. And now across here to the right there aren't any more buildings. There's the gym up there, but we can't touch that gym just yet. This was that school that we hit, and in here, if I remember correctly, is the first trade we can do. Oh, it just tells us about trades. My daddy loves Pokemon too. Or nicknames, in fact. Yeah, coming up with nicknames is fun, but hard. Simple names are the easiest to remember. And he has a Spearow called Speary. Spearow named Speary. So creative. I'm going to say, I know everybody in chat is a lot more creative than Speary for the Spearow.
Says me, you said bird for bird.
Can't touch the gym because of a force field. So this is something I probably should have done to show everybody, but I've experienced this so many times I avoid it now. Normally, if you go up here without going into the Pokemon Center, into the Pokemon Mart, getting the package and taking it and bring it back, you're not allowed to go any further north than this lady here, because this chap on the left hasn't had his morning coffee, and he's normally laying on the ground here, where my character is, and you just can't get past. It won't let you past at all, because he's not feeling great and he just doesn't want to do anything until he's had his coffee. That's actually changed from the original games to make it more PC. In the original Japanese versions of the games, in green and red, this guy is actually very, very drunk, which is why he's laying down in the middle of the road and he won't get up until you've retrieved the parcel. If you chat with him now, what he'll do is he will teach you how to catch a Pokemon, but we don't need to learn that. When I go shopping in Pewter City, I have to take the winding trail in Viridian Forest. Yep, that's what we're looking forward to as well. And then here's the gym that I was telling you about, Viridian City Pokemon Gym. And he's going to tell me that we can't get in. This Pokemon Gym is always closed. I wonder who the leader is. I wonder. And up we go. This is Route 2, which is a brand new route. So the only thing we can't catch is a Pidgey, and I do believe Pidgeys do appear in this area. So let's see what we're going to catch.
You also can't catch a Spearow because you encountered a Spearow.
No, I encountered.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, you can. Yeah, my bad.
If I caught it and it had fainted, I wouldn't be able to catch Spearow.
My bad. I forgot how a Nuzlocke works.
But I'm also pretty certain that Spearow doesn't spawn in this patch of grass.
Fair enough.
I think it's Pidgey, Rattata. Now we've had a Pidgey, so this one doesn't count. Dupe Claws. Whoop whoop. So we'll just knock this one out.
So really, you're probably going to get a Rattata.
Yeah, it's either going to be a Rattata or I think Caterpie or Weedle. I think you can catch Caterpie and Weedle in this patch of grass. Okay, so take 2. What are we getting? Another Pidgey. I tell you what, there is no music. There is no in-game music better than the original Pokemon games. Oh, it takes me back. Back to the days when I pretended that the floor was lava. Last year. See, I wasn't paying attention then. I saw Gust, and that, because I'm so used to playing the more modern games, I got a little bit concerned. Thought, oh no, that's going to be super effective. Not in this gen. No worries. Right, Pidgey down. Take 3. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, Limbo Jingle. That didn't seem to work. That's very quiet though.
Oh yeah, turn up the volume, bub.
Get in there, get in there. Okay, let's... What options have we got to improve that? There we go. That is redeemed for you, Viking. Thank you very much for popping in. Oh dear. But yeah, got that working. That jingle was recorded by the wonderful Nervous Duck Love. She is so talented. Make sure to give her a check out on the on the shout out link that's just been posted by Xena. Right.
You okay, hon?
There we go. Let me know if the game music is now a bit too loud. It shouldn't be. I don't think the game music will have changed. Another Pidgey! Oh, that's what we want. Not what we want. Right. So at least Bilbo's getting a good bit of experience doing all this battling. Good Bilbo. Bilbo Gubbins. Tackle again. Pidgey down. I'm thinking that by the time, before we've even caught anything, I might need to go back to the Pokemon Center. Oh, see, to be fair, I'd like a Rattata. Not caught a Rattata yet. Better than the Pidgey that I keep getting. Oh, jeez. What? Okay, heal. Boom, boom, boom. Bom, bom. Right, let's go. Let's go. We're on the road to Viridian City. We're actually on the road to Viridian Forest. Up we go. Onto Route 2. Now, generally, it's not a hard and fast rule, but if you're struggling to figure out whether you want a new route or not, you will hear a music change. Yes, so the Pokeballs at the top are the current team. So we've got 3 Pokeballs on the left, 3 Pokeballs on the right to make the full team of 6. Trying to remember where my camera is. And in the middle, below the little header bar, we have our death counter. So as we go through, you will notice that the death counter will increase. Hopefully not, and hopefully if it does, not too much, because we don't want to lose anything. Right. Back down to El Pokemon Centro. Oh yeah, great question.
He probably knows, to be fair, but I just thought it was worth checking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can imagine Viking's a bit of a poker legend.
Pokey legend.
Pokey ledge! To be fair, Viking might even be so good. He may be mythical. Although that's just making me imagine a bearded Mew.
A bearded Mew!
That actually might be something I use my very poor graphic design skills for. I might make up a bearded Mew.
A bearded Mew.
Wild Rattata appeared. Come on. Right, Rattata, level 5. Let's catch it.
Yeah, that was a loud cough.
Sorry. Okay, tackle. Do a bit of damage. Right, tail whip lowers our defense. Okay. Everybody in chat, fingers crossed, touching wood, no crit, please. Well, definitely not going to get a crit if I miss.
We prayed, and this is what happened.
Okay. No crit. Yes! Rattata is ours. Vikings touching his wood. Well, it sounds like Vikings touching a lot of wood there. Okay, so we won't fight this time. Item, Pokeball. Get in the ball. That's what we want. Okay, so, chat. The onus is now on you. Can you tell me what we should name the Rattata? Now remember, in the Generation 1 games, we are limited to the amount of characters we can use. Roland.
I always choose Roland. I've done this in all of my
Great success!
Oh, sorry, I thought you were trying to quote Roland Rat.
No.
Hey, rat fun!
Rat fans! Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters we can use. We've got Roland, we've got Remy, we've got Remus, we've got Boromir. Oh, I'm quite liking Boromir. Remus, I also like, but I want to save Remus for something a little bit more wolfy. For Lupin, of course. I think we may have some options. I can imagine Growlithe would be a really good Remus shout. So I think I'll go for Boromir. Now, okay, there is a little part of me that's wondering here, is that... I mean, Boromir is obviously from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Is it Boromir B-O-R-I, or is it B-O-R-O?
It's B-O-R-O.
B-O-R-O. So Viking, just to double check, I'm happy to name it Boromir. But if you're meaning the character from Lord of the Rings, awesome. So yeah, I will go with Boromir with the O.
Is there a danger in calling something Boromir in a Nuzlocke where Sean Bean plays Boromir and he dies in every single role that he plays?
Yeah, I mean, Boromir does. I mean, spoiler alert for anyone that's not seen Lord of the Rings yet. You've had plenty of chance. The book's been out for decades. Not only has the Lord of the Rings film been out for a long time as well, the original film was out in like the 70s. So yeah, no excuse for not seeing it. Boromir does die. Wah, wah, wah. But he dies like a legend. He just takes hit after hit after hit after hit and just stays up. He just doesn't give up, and that's what we want on our team. Boromir. Okay, so we have Boromir added to the team.
We need to add his picker.
And I will add his picker to the stream. Okay, Boromir, there we go. Pop him in the ball. Oh, you're an awkward shape, bastard, because of that tail. Oh, bounce, bounce. Get that rat in that ball. Yeah, that's not too bad, I suppose. Small rat. Okay, so let's heal Boromir up before he gets attacked by a load of Urukai. For the Lord of the Rings fans out there. Although now I'm questioning myself. Is it the Urukai who is Smolomir? Ah!
What?
That is ace. That is ace. Yeah, see, I don't think Boromir dying is that much of a spoiler because everybody knows that if Sean Bean, if we find a lower level rat, it should be called Faramir. The Urukai, the beasts. Yeah, I'm wondering now, were they Urukai that take him out, or were they just orcs and goblins? Because I'm wondering whether the Urukai aren't the Urukai the ones that are bred in Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard, to Isengard, to Isengard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Volume control, Jesus, you made me jump out of
Apologies. Lord of the Rings nerds. Nerd. Did I even heal then? I did. Gob. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Urukai are the things that are like grown out of those lava pits in Isengard. Oh, 100%. To be fair, that takes me back as well to the good old days of the internet. Oh, in fact, because Viridian Forest is a little bit of a struggle early on, we will get Boromir up to level 7 before we go in, leaving us with Boromir at 7, Burb and Bilbo at 9. So yeah, Bilbo, Burb and Boromir, Orbeez, 2 of which are from Lord of the Rings. You could also argue that Burb is as well. Burb is what Gandalf summons to escape Saruman's tower. The Burbs! The Burbs! Right, go on, Boromir. Solid tackle? Pretty good tackle. Can you take a hit? Actually, pretty well. Hardens. Hardness intensifies. Right. Squeeze another tackle out. Should do it. Legend of Lord of the Ring and Pokemon. To be fair, if I carry on growing the hair and carry on growing the beard out, I could be a young Gandalf. Which isn't a bad shout at all. I was say that's a tag. That's a tag I wouldn't mind. Gandalf Jesus. Poker Gandalf. Actually, Viking, I think you'll find it's pronounced Schmexy. I already have a stuff. She's called Xena and she's currently moderator.
How rude!
Your mum met Gandalf? What, in Middle-earth? Is your mum a hobbit? She didn't get a photo because she didn't know who he was.
You know what, Duck? I'm on such a go slow today. I completely forgot. Yeah, I obviously know your mum because she's my sister. So now I'm on. Now I've got context to that. I'm like so angry. I'm like the fool, the absolute fool.
I can't even. This may actually put me off marrying into this family.
Oh no!
Oh.
You went to school, but I went to the same school as your. Did I? I know maybe I didn't. Ignore me. Talking rubbish.
I'm gonna guess they didn't attend the same school at the same time.
Yeah, maybe not.
Alright, go on, Boromir. Take out the Ratata. Who needs the riders of Rohan? Right. Boromir can take another one. Didn't mean to ruin the wedding. It's alright, it's alright. I'm gonna say we'll let her off at the minute. For the time being. For the time Sean being.
Hey.
Boromir, go on.
Tackle.
Thanks for it work. That is quite a claim to fame, though. And say, I'm trying to think of the most famous people that came from my school. Manif Basim, who is he hosts most of the BBC football things, like Football Focus, stuff like that. And who else went to my school? A few people that are in the Leicester Tigers rugby club, as well as the England rugby. Oh, and the kid who first played young Michael Jackson in This Is It at West End. He was from my school as well. I was actually in the the same tutor group as him. Oh, he was younger than me. We had a mixed year tutor group. But yeah, the actor playing young Michael Jackson. This is it. He had a wonderful voice as well. He was so talented. Oh, Michael Owen. Good footballer.
We shouldn't be saying things like this. We could be doxing ourselves on the internet. We need to stop doing this.
Well, how often do you return to your school?
No, what I'm saying is, like, someone can now Google Michael Owen, find out what school he went to. Now they know what school I've gone to, and they can probably work out where I'm from.
But
I'm not there anymore.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter. Oh, John Cleese!
John Cleese! No way. I think we've got something in common there then, Viking, because one of the members of Monty Python come from my home village of Wixton as well. Okay, Doc's in there, but I don't live there anymore, so it doesn't matter. John Chapman, the guy who plays Brian in The Life of Brian. He's from my hometown of Wixton.
John Cleese is the one that plays Nearly Headless Nick in Harry Potter as well, isn't he?
John Cleese is Nearly Headless Nick, yeah. He's also the one known for the Ministry of Funny Walks.
I was going to say for the Ministry of Magic, then. Harry Potter on the brain.
Right, Pokemon back to full health. Healy. Say amazing again. As Samuel L. Jackson would say. I was actually teaching Xena that quote yesterday. When oh yeah, it was on Duck's stream, wasn't it? Duck said, "Say what again?"
Oh no, Goodwin said, "Say what."
Oh, Goodwin said, "Say what again?"
Yes.
And that reminded me of Ministry of Funny Walks, Can. Duck Goodwin in Duck's Duck stream mentioned "Say what again?" Limbo jingle. Oh, I should be ticking these off. So.
Oh, I'll do it. Sorry, bad nodding. No.
Oh, can you tick them off?
Yeah, I can do it.
Amazing.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Pokemon are fighting fit. But yeah, it's actually one of my favourite Pulp Fiction quotes. Samuel L. Jackson. Say what again? I'm not going to do the full quote for obvious reasons. This is a not overtly adult channel. Yeah, innuendos are fine.
No swearies.
No swearies. Okay, so we still want to get Boromir up a couple of levels. He doesn't want to take an arrow to the knee. I'm crossing fandoms now. Although I'm actually wondering whether anyone on the internet uses took an arrow to the knee anymore. Again, showing my age.
All I can think about when you said took an arrow to the knee then is took an arrow to the eye and like the Battle of Hastings, the Bayeux Tapestry.
Oh wow! Yeah. That is a reference.
That makes me sound really old. But no, I mean, I'm not saying I was in the Battle of Hastings. I wasn't like around in 1666. Oh god.
Ooh. Duck could be adding some more jingles for people.
Jingly jonglies.
That's a good question, actually, Duck. What is your next follower goal?
I think it's 60. Is that right, Duck?
60?
I think it is. She'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Boromir grew to level 6. That's what we like. Only lost 5 HP. I think we can survive another battle. We can always switch out if needs be. Go on, Boromir. Boromir. Oh, you're close to your next goal. Awesome. On that note, actually, when is your next stream, Duck? I know you're not supposed to cross-promote channels in here, but I am more than happy to allow a promotion for you. Next goal is 16, you're on 58. So, when's your next stream? And we'll make sure we can all get in there and hopefully attract some more followers for you. As I'm sure you said in chat earlier that you're working today and you're rather tired. so you may not you may not fancy it. Oh, you're doing some recordings tonight. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, because you do it as a random selection, don't you? And I think I've won it twice.
Yeah, I think the second time you won it on one of your bot accounts.
Yeah.
So Duck then said, well, what would Limbo want? He'd want Xena to have one. So I got one made. and I wanted one.
Ooh, right. Wasn't entirely paying attention there. Now, I've just noticed we've gone down from 15 to 9, so that's 6 HP. Which means that if this Pidgey critzes, so the chance that it'll do 12 damage, and Boromir will fall. Boromir must not fall. Right, Pokemon, switch it out. Let's go Burb versus Burb. Summon the Eagles. I can't believe how Tolkienish this Nuzlocke has become. Go on, Burb, go for a gust. Oh, fab. Okay, so you're actually just going to be streaming with us guys on Friday on our 12-hour, possibly 24-hour stream. Let's have a little shout out for that now, actually. So yeah, on Friday the 9th, we are going to be doing a 12/24-hour stream on this channel here. So it's going to be myself, Not That Xena, and featuring Nervous Ducklove. She's going to be popping in quite a few times, or a couple of times for a good chunk of time during the stream. We're going to be playing some games together. We've got a few things planned already: Minecraft, Terraria. We'll probably do a little bit of Pokemon, possibly a little bit of Pixelmon, maybe a bit of Stardew.
A bit of everything, really.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Also, a little bit of us, like talking about us and like our cuddly toys and our Pokemon cards. The giant Snorlax will be making an appearance. Yes, they will. So yeah, lots of things. Possibly doing some quizzes, with chat, doing some drawing. What's it called? Gartic. I can't speak. Yeah, things like that, and also possibly like quizzes between me and you. We've got like a Harry Potter quiz book upstairs that we can whip out. Yeah. That we haven't completed yet. So yes. Got some
quizzes, games for the chat. Yeah, it's going to be a really, really good time. And the idea is, so we'll be going from 9 AM till 9 PM on the 9th. But if we hit a hype train at any point during that first 12 hours, we will extend the stream for an additional 12 hours, meaning it'll be a 24-hour stream. We are going to be absolutely cream-crackered by the end of it, but it's going to be so worth it. I'm really looking forward to all of you popping in during the stream as and when you're available. Other than that, we are... Yeah, there's a big affiliate celebration. It is going to be awesome. And yeah, what? That's the other thing. We are going to have everybody's socials involved throughout. So you'll be able to find all of our Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, YouTube links on screen all of the time. So make sure that when you're watching on this stream, on this channel, to nip across to Not That Xena and Nervous Ducklove's channels, respectively, and pop them some follows as well. Awesome. Right, so, chatting away there. Let's give Pidgey a go. Take it down. Get some XP. XP! Boromir gained 19 experience points. Burb gained 19, but nothing leveled up. And ideally, would have wanted to have gone to the Pokemon Center then, but this Pidgey wouldn't let us. No problem at all, Viking. And say, always appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, Q-plug for adrenaline. Right, so let's swap Boromir out, because that's not going to enjoy Burb, and we'll go into Burb again. No worries, Xena. Behave.
Do you know why I'm saying that? I think ducks are wrong as well.
Yeah, we've got to get some adrenaline. If we did get some adrenaline, it'd be ideal for the 24-hour stream. To keep us going. Hype! Bit of that adrenaline hype. Yeah, I think we are going to be hitting the energy drink pretty hard. Okay, Boromir didn't level up. Herb didn't level up. Disappoint. So, back we go. Do a little heal. And then hopefully, we can get a level up for Boromir. Ah, Boromir just cannot keep its health up. Shame. 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 Ring that bell. That's confusing because that's going to make it sound like I'm on YouTube. And ring that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any of our notifications when we next upload our video. Wild Pidgey appeared. Go Boromir. Go for a tackle. Do some damage. Now I'm thinking as well, I may take a very quick break once Boromir gets this level. Which hopefully should be this one, 31 experience points. No? Oh. See this? This is my disappointed face. Oh, in fact, let's there is something I've added, and I want to make sure that it can do it because of exactly how disappointed I am. This should be exactly what I want to happen. So if I go onto my channel, I should have now added some sound things that we can do. Followers, modulus, sound alerts. But let's mute that. Settings.
What's up, Buttercup?
I'm trying to see if I can do one of those sound alerts. Play sound alerts on the stream.
You want me to try and do it?
Yeah, see if you can access it because.
Give me Nim.
Oh, log in. This might be it. Browser source, that's done. Install extension, that's done. Manage sounds. So that should work.
Did you copy and paste the browser source into your OBS, into your Streamlabs?
Yeah. Can you hear that?
I didn't have my headphones on, so
Oh.
yeah.
Did anybody hear that? Oh.
Something happened, but I didn't hear it, I don't think.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Where's the sound that I wanted?
I'll do it again. I've been timed out for a minute, so I'll do it in a sec.
We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Hopefully that came across.
1 sec. I'll tell you. Attention.
But either way, I'm going to
Yeah, they're working.
smash it. Oh. Minecraft pain. How dare you! We were rooting for you! We were all rooting for you! Tyra Banks. Losing it.
Losing her marbles.
I don't think she had the marbles to begin with.
True facts.
But gotta love a bit of Banks. Okay, Pidgey, you are going to give us enough experience here for Boromir to level up. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Right, there's a crit. Go on, Boromir. Go on, bother. Oh, that was a crit though. Didn't like that. But it's fine. We're faster. This should take it out. It does with a crit as well. Like that. No worries, Viking. To be fair, you're timing that well, because if this is a level up, I'm going to be taking a quick break. So yes, it is. I'm going to be taking a quick break before we push for the final bit of time on the stream. Go on, you filthy animal. Right, so Boromir will need healing, but that is what it is. So let's get a bit of the old music playing in the background. Maybe a little bit louder. Right, it's a little bit of music in the background, and we're going to go for a very, very, very swift break. I will amend the volume if needed. But yeah, so I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Just going to have a little stretch, get a bit of movement, the old neckaroonie, and like I said, I will be back in just a moment. Hello, back again. Let's pause the music and get that music going again. Eat that iced tea. Oh, cable management is not going well around here at the minute. Okay, so we will carry on with the stream and see if we can get through Viridian Forest. Let's bring it back up. There we go. Boromir level 7, Bilbo level 9, Burb level 9. So let's have a little look. Boromir's level 7 as we wanted. All bees, Boromir, Burb, and Bilbo. Oh, Jojo loves milky teas. I have a feeling I'm probably the outlier in this conversation, as I don't drink tea at all. In fact, I can't drink any hot drink at all without being violently sick. I have unfortunately an intolerance to hot drinks. Not very common. It all happened because my my lovely grandma, when I was about 2 or 3 years old, kept trying to force feed me scalding hot tea, to the point where I just kept throwing it up every single time, and my body's just never got used to it since. So when I'm ill, I can't even have a lemon sip.
Sad times.
Other hot, cold and flu remedies are available. Unfortunately, not hashtag spawn. Not sure I'd want to be sponsored by Lemsip, because I can't drink them anyway.
All about them capsules.
Yeah, Lemsip tablets. I'll have. That's no probs. Yeah, not even a hot chocolate on a snowy day. Very sad. But because of which, even things like iced tea and things like that, or tea or coffee flavoured things, just not a big fan of. So yeah, so whether it's the taste or the temperature, I'm not sure. But no hot drinks for the limbo. You go to Viridian Forest? Be careful, it's a natural maze. No, love, I was just wandering into this building, which is the entrance to Viridian Forest, for the fun of it. What you got to say? Rasta may be small, but its bite is wicked. Did you get one? Why yes, called Boromir. Limbo Lemsip. Lemsip would love that. That alliteration. Oh, Viridian Forest. This always used to give me anxiety as a kid, because it took me ages. But again, I generally know the route very well now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head around. This guy's going to tell me that there are people to battle in this area. I came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. Yeah, I know, mate. The amount of times I've been through Viridian Forest. Now, if I remember correctly, there's an item to the left here. Or is it up? Up and left. Right, in fact, whilst we're here, let's just quickly jump onto this, and we're going to do a new poll. What do you think our first encounter will be? So, Weedle, Kuna, Caterpie, Metapod.
I was going to say, is there a really low chance that a Bulbasaur or a Pikachu can spawn or something?
There's not no Bulbasaur in this generation. They come in Pokemon Yellow.
But is there a small chance of
There is a small chance of a Pikachu.
like 5% or something?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
And we'll allow additional votes by Limbux. And you've got a minute to answer the poll. So I'll have a little wander around here for a sec. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's an item. It's either at the end of this one or at the end of this one.
Don't accidentally get an encounter before you poll finish.
No, I'm purposely not getting any encounters until the poll's finished. But definitely excited to see what you think we'll get. I think if only one person guesses correctly, I'm going to say that's the person that gets to name our next mon.
Oh, I hope it's me. I'm the only person who's voted so far.
Oh, I've only got the one vote anyway.
It's alright, I'm quite happy to name the Pokemon.
Okay, so view the results. Weedle wins, and that's not that Xena.
Amy!
So,
But
yeah.
I only get to name it if I'm right.
Yeah, if it's a Weedle, you immediately get to name it. If it's not, there's the item. I knew it was one of these two. Free Pokeball, not going to say no. If it's not a Weedle, then it's open to the chat. So we'll make our way back down here. Go straight across. And it's a Pikachu as is. Oh my god.
Hi.
Hype in the chat for that. Literally, what are the odds? Hola, Geras MD. Oh, just out of interest, how do you prefer your name to be said? Gera, Gera, Geraz, Geraz, Gerazmd? Just let us know, and that way I can at least name you properly in stream. And if you're Spanish, fantastic. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I spent 5 years living in Spain. Unfortunately, my Castellano Spanish isn't fantastic. I am more au fait with Mallorquin because I lived in Mallorca. Okay, so let's try and catch this Pikachu. ¿Hablas español? Poquito, un poquito. No practicas. Just saying there for people that aren't aware, I was just saying that I do speak some Spanish. Unfortunately, I've not had a lot of practice in recent years. So let's send Boromir to quick attack the Pikachu.
For God's sake, don't knock out the Pikachu.
That's fine. Now, the thing is, tackle and quick attack are actually exactly the same base power damage. So they're very similar moves. The only difference is quick attack will it's a priority move, so it'll go before any other move. If both me and the Pikachu both had quick attack or both had a priority move, then it would come down to the speed stats again to decide on who attacks first. So let's risk another quick attack. Hope for no crit. Lovely. That's what we like to see. And let's chuck a ball at it. Oh, I can't believe... I don't think I've ever done a Nuzlocke where I was able to catch a Pikachu.
Oh, nice.
Come on, let's go! Let's go!
I'm so excited.
That is amazing. Yo soy un Inglaterra. Spanish speaker, I've almost learned English. Don't worry, Viking, I've not mastered English yet either. Geras, ¿dónde está en Mexico? Just asking where in Mexico they are from. Do you want to give a nickname to Pikachu? Yes. Okay, everybody. In chat, pick a name. What are we calling this Pikachu? Are we following the bee vibe? Because everything's been bee so far. Are we following the Lord of the Rings vibe? Because we've got links to Lord of the Rings in each of the Pokemon. Or are we linking to something totally different? We've got Chub from Xena, because this is something we've said quite a lot, isn't it? That Pikachu changed design from the first gen to the to the future. And all of the modern Pikachus are quite slimmed down, whereas the Pikachu in the first gen is a little bit on the chubby side. So we do love Pikachu. So yeah, let's have any shout outs in chat for a name for the Pikachu, and hopefully we can get something good. And so I'll give it a minute, just to see if we get any other options. Else Chub. Or even Pikachu might be what we go for.
But have you ever had a Pikachu on a Nuzlocke before?
I don't think I've ever had a Pikachu on a Nuzlocke. I've played a lot of Nuzlockes and I'm pretty sure I've never had a Pikachu.
I was going to say, have you ever nicknamed a Pikachu yourself?
I think I might have nicknamed one Pikachu before, but just not in a Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking Pikachu might be what we're going
Can
for.
you fit Pikachu? Or would it be Chub?
I think Pikachu will fit.
Yeah, you're right. Fit.
Ah, here's MD. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Thanks for following. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Look at all those things popping up.
Just FYI, Bob, I think there's a bit of a delay between the stream and the chat. Not major, just like about maybe over 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Okay.
Well, just so if you're naming Pokemon and stuff, don't rush anything because people might not have got to that bit.
Yeah.
And might still have ideas. So stall.
Yeah. So we'll hang on for a sec. Garaz MD has just pushed us a little bit closer to our follower goal of 60 followers. The goal this time, once we hit 60, is Xena Feeder Beaner, and that is where Not That Xena feeds me one of Bertie Bott's every flavour bean. We have had this once already, and I had a dirt flavoured jelly bean, which was disgusting. Disgusting. But yeah, so I'm thinking Pikachu is what we're going to go for.
Do it!
So there we go, let's squeeze Pikachu in here. Pikachu.
Yes.
Boom. Pikachu is in the team. It's level 5, so I need to bring it out front. And I would say the smartest idea here would be to whip back, heal up. I know, I can't. I feel like a teenage girl in California because I just cannot even. Yeah, I was gonna say when it comes to electric types, aren't the easiest to get in first gen. Pikachu is the first one you come up to, and I'm pretty sure the next is Jolteon by getting the Eevee, which is around the let's see, Pewter, Cerulean, Vermilion. So yeah, by the 4th gym, Erica. So yeah, so it's a bit of a jump.
It is, and then I suppose like most of the electric types as well are in the power plant, aren't they, after that?
Yeah, and the power plant's not until you get Surf.
Jammy, but then again, Pikachu being electric type's not necessarily going to be an advantage for the first gym, but for the second it's going to be very helpful.
It's going to be a great shout for the second gym.
But then again, you had Bilbo.
Got Bilbo.
Water gym is going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah, not worried about the water gym one bit. Okay, so let's make our way back up to Viridian Forest. I'm on my way out of Viridian City. I actually totally know what I'm going to be doing after the stream. I am going to be watching through on YouTube a load of the old post-anime music that they used to play at the end of the Pokemon Series 1 anime. In fact, hype in the chat if anybody remembers the Poker Rap.
Who doesn't remember the Poker Rap?
Poker Rap is amazing.
Bob.
Yeah, I know I should carry extras, mate. I'm not a fool. Okay, so this is going to be our first trainer battle that isn't a rival.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, he locked eyes and he's wandering across.
Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them.
Alright, kid. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Bring, bring.
Bugcatcher sent out Weedle. Okay, so we've got to be aware of poison. Okay, so Weedle is bug and poison. So electric will be neutral. And anything Weedle has will be neutral as well. Weedle at this point, level 6, will have, because in fact I'm pretty sure it didn't learn anything else, Poison Sting and String Shot. String Shot's not doing much of an issue, it's just going to slow us down. Poison Sting, whilst a low base power move, it is a risk of giving something poison. Now, a great way to avoid that would be to go to another poison type like Bilbo, because poison types cannot be poisoned. So yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. Pikachu will get an opportunity for some of the experience. Yeah, Poison Sting did very little. So let's just slam some tackles. That looks to me like a 3-hit KO. Second hit. Maybe a 4-hit. Oh dear. But that's alright. Oh no, it was a 3-hit. That's what we like to see. Pikachu gained 33, Bilbo gained 33, Bilbo leveled up. Whoop whoop. That's what we want. And Bilbo is going to use... oh no, so the Bugcatcher is going to have a Caterpie. So, let's switch back to Pikachu. So Pikachu can get the experience again. Now, Caterpie has String Shot and Tackle, I think. So, let's risk a Thunder Shock from Pikachu. Pretty sure it can survive a Tackle from a Caterpie. There's the Tackle. Yeah, 3 HP. Pikachu can stick out. Keep going with the Thunder Shocks. I suppose that's another advantage of early game in the first gen. Special attacks generally will do a lot of damage to early level Pokemon because of the special stat not being split into attack and defense, and there not being very many special types early game. Grats Pikachu! Ding! Limbo defeated Bugcatcher. That's what we like. No, Caterpie can't cut it. Shh, you'll scare the bugs away.
Just a quick one, Bug.
Yeah.
What time are you wrapping up, just so I know when to put my countdown screen on?
Okay, my original plan was to finish at 1. If you want me to do something different, I can.
No, finishing at 1's good. I just wanted to make sure you're in a place where you can actually stop at 1 and it's not wrapping up at 1. Just because I have a countdown screen.
No worries. Okay, so yeah, so we're into our last 9 or 10 minutes of the stream now. We'll see how far we can get through Viridian Forest. Sorry. Do a battle or two. Let's see how's health doing. That's okay, especially against Bugcatchers. So let's take on this Bugcatcher. Vargle. Go on, Pikachu. Let's go for a Thunder Shock. There's a String Shot. Wondering whether maybe I should switch out in case of a Poison Sting, but again, there's only a 1 level difference. I think we should be alright. It's only use a String Shot. Hey, no worries at all, Verking. And say you're in a...
Just call him Verking.
Verking? Bided Verking?
He's Verking. He's lurking. The Viking is lurking.
Viking is lurking and working.
Lurking.
Honestly, no worries, Viking. Because I appreciate you sticking around in the stream. So, final Thunder Shock should take it out if I don't miss. Oh, Poison Sting. That's a concern. And we're poisoned. That is not what we wanted. So, essentially, the way poison works outside of battle, it will lose 1 HP per step or per couple of steps. I can't remember. It's changed in the new games. But yes, we are going to change Pokemon, and we'll change to Boromir this time. Give Boromir a chance to get some XP. Oh, thanks, Viking. Yeah, to be fair, I just want to make it informative and entertaining at the same time. But I think it's good as well for people that do lurk. If we've got a running commentary, then if they're not actually watching the screen, they can still tell what's happening. So Boromir the Rattata is up against a Kakuna. In this gen as well, whenever you find Kakunas or Metapods, whilst evolving one from a Caterpie or a Weedle will mean it'll still have its moves, so it can still use things like Tackle and String Shot. If it's straight in as a Kakuna or a Metapod, like in a trainer battle, or if you come up against a wild one, it will only know Harden. So I can just spam quick attacks, which will do steadily less damage as Harden comes up. Ah, cheers, Viking. Yeah, I was gonna say, even if there's nobody in the chat, thing is, people could watch the VODs, so it's always worth the chat. Even if most of the chat is a load of random fluff. So yeah, just spamming quick attack, doing less and less damage as it keeps using Harden, but that's fine. Interesting enough, I probably could have left Pikachu in if it wasn't for the poison. Because Harden only increases Kakuna's defense, it doesn't increase its special, and electric type attacks run off the special spectrum. Alright, so we're getting closer. I think one more hit should do it. That's the one. Bye bye Kakuna. A good thing about Kakuna's Metapods as well, because they can't do any damage, they're great for training things up because they give extra experience because they're evolved. Ah, oh, Viking, you're such a legend. But yeah, I will keep it up and say if you're enjoying it, then that means at least one person is, and that's what I want. Right, so we're now coming up against a Weedle. So I'm not going to change Pokemon. I'm going to leave Boromir here. Don't want to risk any more poison damage on Pikachu. Boromir the Rattata goes for a quick attack. Takes a poison sting to the face. Doesn't get poisoned though, which is good. Follow up with another quick attack. And then one more should do it. But we take another poison sting to the face and get poisoned there as well. Not great. Bearded Viking has just subbed. Oh, thank you very, very much. That means we have hit our second sub. Nervous Duck got our first, and Viking has got our second. But yeah, thank you so much for the sub. Really, really appreciate it. Everything adds up. Everything works well. Okay, Boromir has taken out the Weedle, but is paralyzed? No, he's poisoned. Let's go! So yeah, Viking, you've now got your little limbo logo to the side. At the moment, if you're on the dark mode, it's a little bit difficult to see, I'll admit. But once you get to your second month, it'll start changing colour, all the way up to gold. Those will be updated this afternoon, actually. That's my plan this afternoon. I'm going to do a little bit more graphic design. Something I've never been great at. But yeah, not done too bad this time. Right, so here is the choice. I think the best option really is just to chuck a couple of antidotes on, because I don't think we've got 12 steps in us to get to the Pokemon Center. But yeah, so we've got this item here, which we'll pick up, which is an antidote. That's lovely. Yay! Honestly, Duck, not a problem at all. I appreciate the lurk, especially as, much like Viking, you're at work as well. Right, so let's make our way down here. I think we might just be able to get to the exit of Viridian Forest by the end of the stream. So we head down here. And there's an item down here as well. Work was a calling. Yeah, not doing too bad. Oh, in fact, I've just remembered before, especially before we end the stream, we did catch a Pikachu, nicknamed Pikachu, which is just being added to the team list now. Lovely jubbly. But yeah, it's going well. We're working our way through Viridian Forest, just about reached the end of it. So yeah, we've got a team of 4. We've got Bilbo the Bulbasaur, Burb the Pidgey, Boromir the Rattata, and Pikachu the Chunky Pikachu. So yeah, we'll make our way up this final bit here. We should have one trainer battle here. Oh, but we're starting with a wild Metapod. Level 4, even though they actually evolve at level 7. We'll go for Thundershock. Let's take the bug down. Yeah, use Harden. I don't care. Go for the Thundershock. Pow. Right in the kisser. One final Thundershock and Pikachu will get that lovely, tasty XP.
Nom nom nom.
Nommy nommy nom. Pikachu grew to level 7. Right, there's the trainer battle. So I think this trainer battle will be the end. So we've got a Weedle to come up against. Level 9. Let's change Pikachu out to Bilbo to avoid the poison issue. Wappa wappa wap. Bilbo is 1 level higher than Weedle, so that should be good as well. I'll throw a Leech Seed out just to get a bit of HP back. And when we come to the end of the stream, which is coming up very, very quickly, we will be doing a raid onto Xena's channel, where she will be streaming some Stardew Valley. Stardew Wednesday rather than Tuesday this week.
Do the Jew!
Do the Jew. Right, so Leech Seed on the Weedle, get some tackles going, try and take it down. Slowly making our way through it. Go on, Viking, do the Jew! Yeah, Weedle is actually taking these tackles pretty well. I think one more hit should do it. Poison Sting doing 3 to us because it's not very effective. But the Weedle is down. Limbo defeated Bugcatcher. I give, you're good at this. I'll take $90 off him. Oops, I think I've been collecting the stuff you've been dropping there, mate. Right, Thundershock the Wild Kakuna so we can get to that exit door. So at least we know that's where we're starting from on the next episode. Should be a 2-hit. Kakuna down. And so close. Oh, it's the worst thing about Viridian Forest. This thing's popping up every couple of steps. Okay. Thundershock 1. Oh, a crit. Like that. We'll go for Thundershock 2. And then we can make our way out. Okay, so start and save. So that's saving. And we'll jump to our just chatting screen. I'll put a little bit of background music on as well. Just so you can hear a little something underneath. Hopefully. There we go. That should be a little bit of music on the low side. Okay, so yeah, thank you all so much for hanging around for our first Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke challenge. We'll be carrying this one on. It will be a weekly event, so expect to see this on every Wednesday. Once we've completed this challenge, we'll go on to another one of the Pokemon games. I think I'll probably work through them in order. So next will be Pokemon Yellow, but that's a little while away. We've got some episodes of this to do first. And a big thank you and a big shout out to everyone in the chat, especially Bearded Viking, Duck, Xena, Jojo, and GLSMD, who have been absolutely fantastic. Oh, no problem at all, Viking. I'm gonna say it's been great having you in here. It's always great to have a chat. Yeah, what we'll do now is I'll have a quick mention of what we're doing on Friday. So Friday, 9 AM till 9 PM. Myself, Not That Xena, and Nervous Duck Love are going to be doing a 12-hour stream. We're going to be playing lots of different games. We're going to be doing some games with chat as well, maybe some quizzes and some chats, and letting people learn a little bit more about us as well. So that's going to be 9 AM till 9 PM, unless we hit our hype train goal. If we get a single hype train during that first 12 hours, we will be extending the stream by another 12 hours to a full 24-hour stream. We are going to be cream crackered, but it's going to be amazing. So keep an eye on your alerts. Make sure you're followed and subbed, and you will get the alerts for that one. Make sure you follow us on Discord, on Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel as well, Limbo Xena Zone, as you can see along the bottom there. And yeah, other than that, we're looking forward to seeing you on Friday. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, let's have a raid of Not That Xena. So let's get the raid message in chat. So yeah, copy and paste the raid message, and we'll copy that message, and we'll paste it into chat as we raid, and we shall raid Not That Xena. Okay, so we're just setting that up now. So yeah, so we'll pop ourselves across to Xena's channel, and we will have a great time playing some Stardew. So yeah, have a great time, everybody. It's been great having you here. Hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Mike.